Hello, Art Smart Talent. My name is Chad Armstrong. This is the introductory video for the Armstrong Studio and anybody else who is watching, I guess. This is just to explain what the body should be feeling like before you even sing. It's important to make sure that you have a conscious understanding of how the body should be set up before we engage in the singing process or in phonating, etc. I'm going to be very careful with the words that I choose. I actually used one that I don't actually like, set up. The body should be in a slow state of movement at all times. But no point do we want to do posture. Posture is static. We don't want posture. We want to feel like the body is alive and moving. Even when you can't see it with your eyes, you will feel it inside your body, that the body is flexible, buoyant. So we're going to start first with, I'm sitting, but all of this is going to be mirrored while we're standing as well. It should be the exact same thing when you're standing. If you take your fingers like this and you move them around to the back of your head, to the center of your neck, let them run all the way up, and you'll feel how the top finger ran up against a knob. Some people will be a little bigger, some people it's going to be smaller, but I just want it to hang out there for just a little bit. We're going to allow the brain to think about this as where the skull or the head is attached to the spine. And I want you to have the bottom finger lightly anchored in the center of the spine, and then I want your top finger to just lightly push up against that knob. What you're going to feel when you do that is you're going to feel your whole body elongate. When we are singing, we want to feel like the head is floating just slightly above the spine, actively floating just slightly above the spine. We don't want to feel like the spine or the neck is detaching from the body. That actually destabilizes it. This is an Alexander technique idea that you can research, and at the same time you can also contradict and come into the studio with other ideas, and that's how you will best learn, and that's how I best learn as well. Okay, so that's what we need to feel like. So whenever you're in a lesson, this is the idea of let the head release away from the spine. That's the sensation. You should feel those two fingers. And when you're doing that, after you're doing that, you're going to feel like you're a little bit taller. You should feel like you're a couple inches taller. Your shoulders should be slightly forward and rounded. We don't want a hyperextended chest. We don't want collapsed chest as well. We want something right in between. We should also feel like there is a slight disconnect right between the hips, where the legs or the hips, the lower body is releasing into the floor, and the upper body is following the head up. When you do that, you're going to feel a little bit of thinness right around the hip level. When that happens, you're ready to do your first inhalation. We're going to do it through the nose, so we don't have any gulping ideas. Gulping is this. We don't want that. We just want to have a nice slight inhalation. And you should feel like the air is being allowed into the lower body. There's not enough time in this video to explain all of that, but I want you to experience that. I want you to be curious, do some investigative work about what that feels like, and do this while you're standing, do this while you're sitting, and see what the body tells you. Your body will tell you what's right and wrong. You're going to feel tensions, or you're going to feel where it feels free. And that's what I want your brain to start engaging those sensations, so that when you're singing, while you're singing, you have this sense memory that you can have an immediate recall. And that's when, in the middle of a performance, you're like, something's not feeling right. Oh yeah, this is what it should feel like. Bam, and then your body can do it. As opposed to saying, move this muscle, move that bone, move this tendon, move your foot here. If you have the sense memory of what the sensation is when it is correct, your body does all of that immediately. And then you can just get on with performing.